Hey friends, my name is Dale. I am a flight instructor. I have been a flight instructor to various degrees since 2015 and have also been a chief flight instructor at a 141 flight school. 141 and 61 is something we can get into later, unimportant now. I decided to make videos on how to help you become a student or a pilot, because I had a very helpful instructor that got me going, and so I want to be that helpful instructor to make flying more accessible for everyone. If there's anything that I say that can be said better, or anything that I say that is wrong, please don't hesitate to correct me, correct your flight instructor. If you have an instructor that doesn't want to be corrected, they might not be the best one for you. But bonus points if you can go into the FAR/AIM and tell me what I said wrong or how to correct me. This is all the legal information about anything flight related. So bonus points, this is a 2024. That's one correction I already need. So when you decide you want to fly and you want to learn, you need to find a school. So what I did is I searched for the 6 closest schools to me and had a conversation with each of the managers and decided which one felt like the best fit for me. And then I called them back up and said, hey, when can we get started? They said, what are you doing tonight at 5? So I showed up to the airport, did a lesson, and had the time of my life. After that, I said, when can I do my next lesson? They said, what are you doing tomorrow night? And away I went. Now, the question is, what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to become an airline pilot and that's all that you know that you're going to be? Or do you want to just learn to fly for fun? Or do you just have to get your private license somewhere so that the GI Bill will help you get your later ratings? If there are different things there that can make you pick a school based on those different criteria, and we'll go into that. So when it comes to picking a flight school, there are a few other considerations. If you know that you're going to be an airline pilot, or that's what you're pursuing, time is everything. So you'll want to get your ratings every bit as fast as possible to get your seniority number started and continue your life down that road. So they have pilot factories that promise to get you your ratings very quickly, and they do work. They may not be the most fun, they may not provide the most enjoyable or even the finest of education, but they'll get you qualified, you'll get your ratings, and you'll be on your way to your career. That said, if you can find an instructor that is available and an airplane that's available, you can power through your ratings every bit as fast. I've had a private student get his ratings in 5 weeks, and he took 1 week off to learn radios, and 2 instrument students that got their ratings in 3 weeks. So in a matter of 2 months, you can be an instrument rated student. One thing about the differences between 61 and 141 schools, a flight school would have to go to the FAA and show them their curriculum and show them, hey, we've done a pretty good job so far, yeah? Then the FAA allows them to have reduced minimums for their ratings. So where Part 161, it could just be me with a plane teaching you how to fly, or a school that's just people with planes, the 141 has to be structured. Now, you can go to a 141 and say, I would like to do your ratings, but 61, that is perfectly allowed. A 141 school will often advertise themselves, hey, we can actually get you your ratings faster. Instead of 40 hours for your private, we can get you it in 35, so that's cheaper. And instead of getting your commercial in 250 hours, we can get it in 190, so that's cheaper. However, historically, it hasn't been. And don't budget yourself for 40 hours for a private. The national average is 60 to 75 hours for a private student, And honestly, in my 10 years of flying jets, I've never had a coworker brag about how few hours it took them to get their private or the commercial or anything license. They might brag about how many hours it took for them to get hired on at their airline, but it's a moot point is what I'm trying to say. You won't get a job at an airline until you've had 1,500 hours. So that's your threshold. Unless you go through a 4-year degree, that's aviation, in which case you can get it in 1,000 hours. But personal experience, between my 1,000th and my 1,500th hour, it was about 3 months. And so I would take my 3 months over a 4-year every day of the week. But yeah, 61 is it's much more casual. And the benefit also of doing a 141 program in 61 is part 141, you have to do your lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're getting hung up on 6, then they won't let you go into lesson 7, most cases. And part 61, you can jump around, do 6, 7, 8, 4, 2, 12, 13, however you need to get the best education that you need. Now, what to bring to your first lesson? You want to bring sunglasses so that you can see out the window, because you somehow point at the sun way more than you would expect. Bring a passport, because your instructor is going to need to keep record of that for so many years to just make sure that you're not a terrorizer. And I'd recommend bringing a logbook. If you don't have one yet, that's fine. Still take your first lesson. And then you can just track down your instructor later and have them account for your first lesson to attribute to your later ratings. And also, if you know you're going to see it through, bring a headset. Any flight school and instructor should have a headset to spare, but you'll want a good one, and that way you can hear your instructor better, you can hear other aircraft better, and you can hear ATC better, and just otherwise basically have a much better time hearing as you go. Now, for how much it would cost for all these ratings, for private, people say budget $10,000. I can say that I did it in $4,500. For commercial, I was told to budget $40,000, and anymore I hear budget $200,000. The fact of the matter is, if you're going to learn to fly, if you're doing it for fun, if you're going to continue flying after you've gotten your pilot license, are you going to buy an airplane? Are you going to put gas in it? Are you going to rent a hangar? The other honest answer is it'll cost the rest of your money for the rest of your life, as much as you're willing to fly. So your homework today is get on your favorite search engine, whether it's DuckDuckGo or Ask Jeeves, and find some flight schools near you, call them up and see how available they are, which one can take you the soonest, which one can get you your hours, see which one sounds most your speed, and go get a lesson, have fun. Tell me about it, just enter in how it was. Also, if I said anything that was wrong or not right enough, or you could say it better, comment about it. Let me know how we can improve this. And yeah, anytime you have any questions, let me know and I'll happily make a video about this. And I want to make this very student or viewer driven.